What you guys doing today? Just going on a little evening walk. There's like a the dog park festival going on. I'm not sure. Like everybody has their dogs out, just walking them. Pretty cool. Uh, but yeah, just going on a little walk here. Just wanted to talk to you guys about what's keeping you most stuck in your fitness goals. Because I know so often people have the trouble with not being able to get started with working out, and I don't know if it's an issue with them not having the motivation, them not knowing what to do, or them just overthinking everything. Because I hear it all the time whenever I train my clients. They say, "Oh, I've been trying to work out for years," and then they always try to look for the perfect plan when they're working out or before they start their fitness journey, and they never actually apply it. They say like, "Oh, I follow this influencer and I try to copy the workouts that this person is doing or that person is doing," and whenever I hear them say that, I always then ask them, well, why haven't you actually been able to start? Like, what's been holding you up? And everybody kind of always has a different answer. So I don't know if it's just like with the clients that I'm training or if it's like a general problem that a lot of people have where like they want to get started with either losing weight or building muscle, but they could just never actually apply what they've been learning. Like, like I see this all the time with people just saying, "Yeah, I want to start. I want to start losing weight," and then maybe they follow Athlete X or name who your favorite fitness influencer is, and they have all these different workouts and things that they can do, but but they just never actually begin doing it. How are you guys doing today? So I don't know if you guys have this trouble with working out. Are you over planning things, or do you lack motivation? Is there not enough time for you to begin your workout journey? Oh wow. There is there's just been so many of these little moth things out because it's like the end of summer, and I found maybe like 100 of these since I started walking of just like these little moths. I'm not sure what they're called, but they've been like all over the city. It's um it's crazy. I guess it's like the end of summer, and I don't know if they're like breeding or if it's like I'm not sure, but yeah, I just wanted to know if you guys have ran into this issue with people not knowing what to do when they want to begin working out. And everybody talks about it, but they never actually do it. They never actually apply what they've been learning. And it reminded me of one of my favorite quotes from Teddy Roosevelt. I'm not sure how many of you guys are from America, but Theodore Roosevelt, one of our presidents, he has this quote about the man in the arena. And just what that means is that, or I guess, and I'm kind of paraphrasing the quote, but it's something about like it's always better to be criticized than to it's always better to be the man in the arena than the one who's watching on the sidelines, criticizing what the person in the arena is doing. Or I don't know if you guys know. Oh, hey, sorry guys, I didn't even see you. I've been so busy talking. Hi Irene. Hi Eileen. How are you guys doing today? You said finding time or not enough time to work out. Yeah, that makes sense. I know that's a problem for a lot of people with trying to exercise. You doing good, Eileen? I like to hear. Yeah, good. Like I said, I'm just going on my evening walk. So I've already walked about 8,000 steps today, and I'm just going to try to get to about 10,000, maybe about 10, 11,000. Just going on a short walk, maybe about a mile or two. So I hit my 10,000 steps for the day. I do my morning workout, and then I figured I just might as well live stream it and just kind of talk to you guys and see where you guys are with your fitness goals, and if you have any questions or concerns that you want to ask me. I don't think I have it in my bio, but I'm a certified personal trainer with ISSA. Yeah, I'm a certified personal trainer, and I like to just give away my information for free. Anybody who wants to talk to me about it, feel free to message me on YouTube or comment on one of my videos. I love to just give away the information for free because I know hiring a personal trainer can be very expensive. So for people who have fitness questions or people who need help getting started, what's my routine? So I do a push pull leg split. So my routine, it's so for my push day, I'll do two chest motions or two chest exercises, one shoulder exercise, and two tricep exercises. And I don't want this to sound super complicated because I hate when you see like a lot of fitness influencers try to make things sound complicated. Um, but I'll just do a push motion, so like a dumbbell press or bench press for my chest, and then a tricep pull down for my arms, and then I'll do a shoulder press for my shoulders, and that'll be my push day. And then my pull day, I'll do pull ups. I love pull ups; it's one of my favorite exercises. I'll do pull ups for my back and my lats and my biceps if I do chin ups, and then say I'll do bicep curls. I do maybe about 4 or 5 sets of bicep curls. I could usually curl, depending on what I'm using. If I'm using just a regular dumbbell, I could curl like 35 or 40 pounds. And then, okay. Oh, what state? So I'm from Connecticut. Yeah, I live in Connecticut. This is actually hey Emma, how you doing? Or no, Emmy, you're on your dad's account. How you doing, Emmy? But yeah, this is I'm from Connecticut, and it's just I'm walking through Bushnell Park. It's in the city capital. Oh, you're in Arizona? I've heard it gets really hot in Arizona. I've never been out there. I mean, I've been to California, but I've never been to Arizona. I've heard it's really nice there, but it gets really hot in the summer. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, but like I've heard it's not. I mean, here in Connecticut, we have so many trees. You can kind of see just like here in the park. So it gets very humid here in Connecticut, and I've heard like in Arizona, it's a very dry heat. So it's I guess I don't know if it's not as bad, but if it's like 100 degrees outside, I don't care if it's humid or dry heat. It's just it sounds hot as hell to me. Yeah, like that. Cool place. Yeah, no, thank you, Emmy. How you doing today? But yeah, I do want to go and see which where in Arizona is it like Tucson, Arizona that you live? Yeah, I'm a personal trainer. Yeah, I'm a personal trainer and a nutrition coach. So if it's like help with working out, or if it's like not knowing sure what to eat, always just let me know, and then I could create a plan for you. And I probably won't even charge. I don't. I try to give away as much information as I can for free. The city is called Surprise. Oh wow, Surprise, Arizona. That's a pretty unique name. Is it like a really small town? Yeah. Yeah, I've never heard of a town called Surprise, but I mean that's pretty cool. Right? It's just hot in Arizona, so it's growing. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, we're like a small city. I don't know how old you are, but yeah, like even just like my city, I'm 34, and it's changed so much since I was a kid. When I think back on it, so, yeah, I love sports. I watch like I love football. I love basketball. I've been watching baseball a lot more. That's the only thing that's on during the summer. Oh, you threw up, Emmy? What happened on Saturday? But yeah, Eileen, I love sports. What about you? Do you play any sports? My favorite baseball team. So I really do, and I know it's cliche. I do love to root for the Yankees. My uncle, before he passed away, he was a big New York Yankees fan. So I always like to support the Yankees. I know I know that's like the basic answer because they're such a one of the most popular teams, and they spend so much money on all their players. But you see the Dodgers doing the same thing. Oh, oh, you had well, you're doing. Oh, you're the Cubs. Okay. Who's but the Cubs been really good this year. I forget the name of the player, but he's been almost as good as Otani this year. Um, I'm blanking on his name, but he's been like one of the best players in the league. I saw like him and Otani are like neck and neck in the home run race. Yeah, Peter. Yeah, that's right, Peter Armstrong. Yeah, yeah, he's like right there with Otani. And sorry you threw up, Emmy. Are you? Yeah, I know when it's that time of month for a lot of girls, it can be a little like a lot of things can like happen with your system. But are you feeling better now, Emmy? But yeah, Eileen, yeah, Peter Armstrong, he's been really good this season. So, do you guys have your work cut out with you trying to get past the Dodgers? They haven't looked as dominant as some past seasons, but they're still really good. And I've never been to like a professional Major League Baseball game. I have a friend. She's from Colombia, and she is going to visit Chicago. I think in December she said she's going to come. I mean, obviously baseball season will be over by then, but at least to see the stadium and just to kind of go by it. I'm not sure if they have any events there, but that'll be really interesting to see. I've never been to Chicago either, other than the airport. Yeah, yeah, she's from Colombia. I've been there a few times. I speak a little bit of Spanish. My Spanish isn't perfect, but I've been trying to learn. To Chicago, yeah, she's going to go there for work. She does. She's like a financial planner, and she does things to help people get out of debt. And I think she's going to like a conference there in Chicago. So I might try to go over there and see her. It depends on how free my schedule is. Display one. Split pace. 21 minutes. 51 seconds per mile. Yeah, but I don't know if you've ever been to Chicago to see the Cubs. Oh, how many steps I'm at? I haven't checked, but I'm probably at 10. The last time I checked, I was at 8,500, and so far I've walked 1.02 miles. So I think I've probably hit my 10,000 goal. Starting your workout. I think I'll just walk for maybe like another 10 or 15 minutes, and I'll definitely be over 10, maybe probably 11,000. And if you could get that many steps in a day, and I know it's kind of tough to be consistent with it. It doesn't need to be every day, but at least 3 or 4 times a week. You're usually pretty good. I'm on my feet and I walk a lot anyway, just from doing personal training and just from, going to the gym and doing my own workouts. Yeah, yeah. No, I try to go to the gym at least 5 times a week, sometimes six. I never go 7 days a week just because you do want to let your body rest. But I've been training like this for over 10 years. And what I always like to tell people is, yes, like I may do this, but that's because I've been working out for so long. So, I've built my body up to working out this much. But when I first started, I would get sore often and I would need a few days rest. And then just over time, I learned how my old body responds to things. And then I've been able to adjust and get into a routine to where I feel comfortable. And now it's not even so much about, oh, you started like 2 years ago. Hey, that's still really great. There are some people who never start at all, Eileen. Like 2 years is great. Trust me, like I've seen some people, some clients who they've been like on and off, or and I just did a video about this. People who will like say over and over again that though they're going to start working out, they're going to start planning, and they're like, they want to try to find the perfect workout to do. And then it's like, perfection doesn't exist. Humans, we weren't meant to be perfect. We're not perfect. So it's like trying to find the perfect workout to get in shape. One, that's something that you don't need. And all it's really doing is holding you back. Yeah. Because it's like, why are you trying to be perfect with your workouts when, again, like we weren't meant to be perfect? It's okay to make mistakes. Oh, what did you want to tell me, Emmy? It is hard to start, Eileen. Like, I know for a lot of people, it's just tough to, and sometimes they have like a million different reasons why they can't start. But what I've noticed with some people is that the reason why they don't start, or the reason why or why they say like, oh, I'm just planning, oh, I'll start on Monday, or I'll start next week, I'll start next month. It's because they're afraid of failure. Oh, your ex texted you on Saturday? That must have been pretty awkward. Gosh. But yeah, Eileen, like they're afraid of failure. And if they actually do get started with their plan, and then once they actually get started doing it, and they're like lifting weights, so this hurts, or doing, oh, you blocked him. Okay, I mean, yeah, that's a good move. Yeah, you should always block. I'm not sure what he would want. So I was a so before I became a full-time personal trainer, I did work at a bank. So I was like a relationship banker, is what we called it at the bank that I worked at. So I like opened up accounts. I spoke to people about starting businesses. I would help them get out of debt, open up credit cards, lines of credits, home equity loans, things like that. So that's what I used to do. Um, but I stopped doing that 2 months ago to try to see if I could be a full-time trainer. And it's hard. It's not as consistent. The money isn't as guaranteed. What you know about love? Is that the Pop Smoke song, Emmy? Yeah. But yeah, Eileen, that's what I used to do. I used to be a banker. But I would still always find time to work out. I still do it now that I'm not a banker anymore. But when I was, I would get up at, 5:30 in the morning to go to the gym, work out for about an hour, and then I would leave, go back to my house and shower. And then I would be at work by like 8 o'clock. Did I play any sports growing up? Not really. Nothing, not professional. Like nothing like on a team. Of course, I would go into the neighborhood. I would play basketball with my friends or with my brothers. We would, throw a football around the yard. But I never played on a actual team. And it's weird, I was always like active as a kid. In fact, what I used to do, and I have this video up on my channel, like legit, when I was 16 years old, I used to do hundreds of push-ups every day in my room, like sometimes even up to 1,000 push-ups in my room. Like, I had friends growing up, but I didn't have a ton. And when I was like 16, during summer break that year, I think I was like a junior in high school, I wanted to like come back to like in September in the fall. I wanted to come back with like more muscle on me. So yeah, I grew up in Connecticut. So like yeah, I wanted to like show that I had more muscle. Like I was, getting bigger. So I just used to do a bunch of push-ups in my room, thinking that it would help me build muscle. And then when I come back in September and everybody would see me, it would be like, oh yeah, like cool. It would be like, oh, like yeah, like look how much bigger, look how much stronger you got. And like there's so much more to working out than just doing 1,000 push-ups every day. Yeah, it definitely helped. It definitely gave me a lot of endurance, and I kind of still have like a pretty strong chest from doing all those push-ups when I was younger. But I never really gave my body a chance to rest. Like grow my hair. I wish I could. I mean, I wish I could grow my hair. I mean, kind of like grow up my beard, but my hair on my head, no, those days are over. How many clients do I usually have? So it varies. Sometimes I've had as many as like 6 clients at one time, or like in a rotation of 6 different clients. And right now, I only have two. So it varies. Sometimes a bunch of people will sign up, or they'll. This is how you make the two braids. Yeah, so it varies, Eileen. Usually, like around two or three, I'm able to keep. I have some very loyal clients that'll always, stick with me. But sometimes I'll put on a little bit more, and then they'll start for maybe they'll do like a month or two, and then they quit. Some people come back now because it's near the end of summer. A lot of people have been, at the start of summer, a bunch of people want to sign up, and a bunch of people want to work with me because it's like the start of the summer, or like in the spring. But then as things go further along, and now since we're getting closer to September and the fall, less people feel like they need to work out. They're not going to be outside as much. They don't care if they put on a little bit more weight. So I'll probably go into more of like a slower season right now. I do have some money saved up. So I'm in Hartford, in Hartford, Connecticut is where I live. So yeah, it's not like a super big city. It is the capital of Connecticut, but it's a pretty small state. It's a pretty small city. But I've lived here my entire life. Gonna become the new papa? No, Hartford, not Hartford. Yeah, Hartford. So I said I wish I could be like Pop Smoke, but I can't sing or rap like him. So, but yeah, that's I was gonna say my. So I was born here in Hartford, but my family's from Jamaica. You don't call me Smokey anymore. Why not? You can still call me Smokey if you want. I don't smoke, but you could call me that if you want. Now you're Stern. I'm Stern. Oh, but as far as for what I usually eat, so as far as for drinks, 90% of what I drink is water. If I'm not drinking a protein shake, usually it's just water that I drink. I love drinking water. I almost never drink juice or soda, and I definitely don't ever drink alcohol. Like very rarely, only on special occasions. But as far as for regular food, I'm not a great cook. So when it comes to food, I don't try to get too fancy with it. I do know some very good recipes that I could always share with you. But usually what I'll eat is for breakfast, I'll have like 3 or 4 eggs and some oatmeal. I'll either mix the oatmeal in with some protein powder, or I will or I will just have the oatmeal by itself with milk. I'm a pretty, I wouldn't say I'm a skinny guy, but I try to bulk up. I always drink whole milk just because I want to try to gain a bit more weight, put on a little bit more muscle. But usually, yeah, eggs and oatmeal is what I'll eat for breakfast. For lunch, I'll have like a turkey sandwich, and I'll usually just put like some spinach, some onions on there, some tomatoes. Oh, there's a bunch of gyms. So I go to the YMCA, but there's Planet Fitnesses around here. There's LA Fitness. I actually have two gyms that I go to, and I have a boxing gym that I sometimes go to. Because I do like to box as well. Not like uh, not like actual like fighting boxing, but just putting on boxing glove and I'll punch up the punching bag. Never to actually like the fight or to spar with anyone. I don't believe in fighting. I mean, you should know how to defend yourself. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I watch basketball. Yeah, I watch basketball. I don't really have a favorite team in basketball. Um, I say it all the time. I was a really big Kobe fan growing up, so I used to always root for the Lakers. Yeah, I used to always root for the Lakers growing up, but now I kind of root for any team. Sometimes I root for the Celtics. Um, and the Philadelphia 76ers look really good this year with getting Jalen Brown and LeBron James. Um, and of course, the Warriors with Steph Curry. You don't like the Lakers? What do you got against the Lakers? Like, I love the Lakers growing up because I was such a huge Kobe fan. So I would absolutely. And they're on the West Coast here in the United States. Oh, you like the Bulls and the Celtics? Yeah, yeah. I can. I said I root for the Celtics sometimes, and I know the Bulls. They haven't been good in years, not since like Derrick Rose was there. But they're a good team. Yeah, I thought he would go to the Warriors too, just to team up with Steph Curry. I felt like that made sense. But LeBron James, he's trying to get another ring. He wants to catch Jordan, so he has the best chance. Yeah, okay. You know about Jalen Brown? Ooh, you're a Suns fan, Eileen? That makes sense. Yeah, from Arizona. Yeah, you guys had a really good shot when Durant and Devin Booker was there. Some people think Devin Booker might go to Miami. I don't know if they have the cap space for that. To team up with Giannis and Bam. But yeah, the Suns they had a really good team for a few years, and Durant was there. But yeah, yeah, that was really close. Yeah, I think that was the year when Durant had like his toe on the line. I think with that 3-pointer. Was it that year? Like, but sometimes it's just like little things like that. You just make a huge difference. It's so hard to win a championship for a lot of these teams. You know, but the league is changing. You don't remember really? Yeah, I think it was that year. I can't remember fully either. Um, but I know there was that one year when Durant had like his toe on the 3-point line, so it was like a 2-pointer instead of a three. And it's like, damn, like to be that close. and all these basketball players they have big feet, and so it's like if your shoe was just a little bit smaller. Mm. So yeah, no, I love basketball, and this season it's going to be who do I think is the goat? I mean, come on, it's Michael Jordan. It's not even close. I know so many so many younger people think that LeBron James is the GOAT. I understand why. Like, he's been in the league forever and he's going to break almost every record, except for, having the most, or not the most, but he's not going to be able to catch Jordan and win 6 championships. I mean, maybe we'll see how much longer he plays. And the Sixers, they look like on paper, they look really good. Be careful when answering. So, who do you think, Emmy? Because Eileen, Emmy's only 15. So that's why she probably thinks that LeBron James is the best basketball player ever. Who do I think changed the sport the most? Like how people play? Yeah, that's Steph Curry. Like Steph Curry has kids nowadays, shooting from the half court line. It's like Michael Jordan. He's obviously like he's the most influential in terms of like where he took the league because he, with the '80s and the '90s, he brought it up to such a high level, like globally. But the thing with Steph Curry is that he's what is he like 6'2", 6'3". Anybody can be Steph Curry. Anybody can learn how to shoot 3 pointers really well. If I practice enough, I'll be able to not say shoot threes like Steph Curry, but I could do something. I could do some of the things that he can do. Michael Jordan or LeBron James, I'm never going to be able to be them. They're just like so athletically gifted and special that when you see a player like LeBron James, you think like there's no way I could ever be him. But Steph Curry, you think like, okay, I could probably do some of that stuff that he can do. I'm not saying I'll be able to get to the NBA, but I can learn how to shoot a 3 pointer from, 4 feet behind the 3 point line or 5 feet behind the 3 point line. He is photogenic. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's true too. I used to, oh, so can you? Yeah, but see, exactly. You could try to be like Steph Curry. There's no way, like, me and you were never going to be able to do half the stuff that LeBron James does. Like, I could jump pretty high for my height, but there's no way I'm ever going to be able to dunk a basketball. And then to do it as effortlessly as LeBron James does. He's just like a once in a generation type of athlete. Same thing with Michael Jordan. It's like once in a generation. Oh, you're gonna go before your mom sees you? Yes. No, I understand that. Me, I think it's pretty late for you. No one, exactly. Yeah, no one in this chat, or like 90% of the people that you ever meet won't be able to do the things that LeBron James does, or Michael Jordan, or Kobe, even. But Steph Curry, everybody can do that. So here it's 6:27, Eileen. But Emmy, she's from Italy. She's been in my chat a few times. So I know it's pretty late for you, Emmy. So yeah, you should really be. I think it's like what 2 o'clock for you. I mean, you should be getting to bed. And I tell you, don't. And I tell you this all the time, Emmy. Oh, it's 3:27 for you. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're 3 hours behind. Yeah, it's 6:27 for me. But I think for Emmy, it's like pretty late for you. It's like probably almost 2 o'clock. Oh, 12. That's still way too late. Like, I mean, you're still a kid. You gotta, you gotta be getting your sleep. You can't be staying up this late. Yeah, like, come on, you gotta get to bed. Like, I appreciate you coming in and chatting with me. I appreciate the likes and I appreciate coming in, but you gotta get to bed. Unfortunately, like I'll be here. I'll probably try to live stream in the morning. Maybe not tomorrow, but maybe Friday, so we can stay in chat more. But yeah, not when it's this late for you. You should really be getting to bed. You go to bed at 9 o'clock. Yeah, that's good, Eileen. I have this problem too. I stay up too late, just trying to like edit videos or make content, and then I'm up until like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning sometimes, and that's not good. And then I still get up to go to the gym at like 6 o'clock, like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. So, like, I need to get better at that too. You listen to music and then you can sleep. What kind of music? Because I know you like to listen to Pop Smoke. I don't know if I can listen to Pop Smoke and then go to bed. It's like Stern, you'll always be alone for a bit if we go away. That's Stern, you'll always be alone if we go away for a bit. That's okay. Like I said, yeah, there's only what 4 or 5 people, 3 or 4 people in the chat. I don't mind. Like I said, I'm doing this to share what any type of fitness knowledge that I have. I just like to give away the information for free. So if people want to stop in and listen, that's great. If not, that's okay. Because I know with how expensive things are getting, it's so hard to have access to like personal trainer knowledge or just like have a conversation with someone. So you know, obviously like I do charge for it, but if I don't have to, if I can educate people without having to charge them, like I feel good about that. 'Cause it's things are just so expensive nowadays. Yeah. So wait for the live. Oh, yeah, I said I'll probably live stream probably Friday morning. And I think that'll be like around like usually 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the afternoon for you. Yeah, when it's like 8 o'clock here for me or 7 o'clock here for me in the morning. Yeah, it's like maybe 1 or 2 o'clock for you. So that's just a better time for you to talk with me. Like I said, I don't want you staying up super late. I mean, obviously you can do whatever you want, but I know your parents wouldn't like that either. So if you could, yeah, exactly, yeah, that'll be my time. Be okay. Don't say that. But yeah, I think it's like usually like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, my time. So for you, Eileen, I guess that'll be like 5 o'clock in the morning, which is pretty early. So I could understand if you can't catch my morning live stream. You get out of school at 3:30. Yeah. So yeah, so I guess it's kind of tough, and if the times don't match up at 3:30 for school. Okay. Yeah. So it probably that's a little bit tough. You've had that phrase in your mind all day. Right. How hard was high school for me? Um, High school wasn't super hard. Oh, you're a freshman. Oh wow. Oh wow. So you're probably like around the same age as Emmy. That's pretty cool. Yeah. High school it was up and down. I wouldn't say it was really hard though. Like I had a few friends, and it all kind of just depends on what you're willing to do. Um, like I said, I definitely like being an adult. Like I would never go back to high school, and not to try to scare you or anything, but like I just prefer being an adult and having money and a credit card and a car, and being able to do what I want to do. But high school, it's only 4 years, and it seems like so long. What's my dream? My dream really is just to be able to educate more people with trying to get physically fit. Because, like I said, I was in the banking industry, and maybe I might go back just because if the personal training thing doesn't work out. But ideally, what I want is to be able to educate people about how to take care of themselves, how to eat the right foods, how to do the right exercises. And then I would love to be able to help people wherever it is that they need help. Sometimes what I used to do back when I was working is I would sometimes have clients who were homeless, and either couldn't open up a bank account or they couldn't get a credit card. So I did love being able to sit down and work with them. Oh, you have to go because your mom? Oh, your mom. Don't be afraid of your mom. She wants what's best for you, Emmy. You should listen to your parents. You're going? Okay. But but yeah, Eileen, yeah. So what I want to do is I just want to be able to educate people, and not only in fitness but in finance as well. Because like I said, I met so many clients back when I was working in a bank who either, oh, bye, Emmy. Thank you for stopping in, as always. I always say you're my biggest fan, so I appreciate it. You coming in. Thank you. All right, I'll see you next time I live stream. Oh, I'm sure you'll get the notification the next time I live stream. So maybe not tomorrow, but probably Friday. You're welcome. All right, Emmy. I'll see you around. But yeah, Eileen, I was just saying, I would love to be able to help people in any way how I can. Obviously, like money is important to me, and I would love to be able to make more money doing YouTube and personal training and being able to have passive income so I can have time to focus on other things. Um, I can you live stream at 6 o'clock a.m. my time? Um, I can try to, so that would be like 9 a.m. for me. Yeah, I can try to do that. Um, it's a little tough. I can. Oh, who's my favorite fitness YouTuber? So I have a few. Um, we hope it works out. Yeah, I hope it works out too, Eileen. I just got to keep working at it, and then I'll get what I want. And the same thing with everyone who's watching this. Like, I really do believe that. But who's my favorite fitness YouTuber? So I have a few. I really like Austin Dunham. He's like a you like me. You think I'm a fitness influencer? Thank you. That's a, it's a pretty big compliment. And David Goggins. Yeah, David Goggins is cool too. I know he's a big inspiration to a lot of people. Yo, for tonight. I thought you had to go, Emmy. But yeah, what was that Gagan Singh 5055? Yeah, I really like Austin Dunham. I like Jeff Nippert is cool too. Um, I have a bunch of different favorite influencers, but I try not to focus so much on one specific influencer or try to copy what they do. I'll get ideas for workouts here and there, but I just like to try to focus on my own thing. You got to get going. Okay, thank you for stopping in. Like I said, I always appreciate it. Yeah, that's the problem too with Austin, and that's why I've kind of gotten away from him recently. I started watching him because of his calisthenics work, and I want to be able to do like one arm pull ups and things. So that's why I used to follow him. But yeah, the red pill stuff, it's like yeah, like okay, you can mention that one or a few times, but I'm here for the fitness stuff. All right, bye, Andy. Yeah, but Austin Dunham is, he's okay. Even like Ashley Next, sometimes the Rios brothers, they could be pretty funny sometimes. But like I said, I kind of watch a little bit of everyone. What about you? Who's your favorite influencer? And Eileen, just even calling me an influencer, that's that's quite the compliment. I don't feel like I've influenced anyone, but if you think so, thank you. Like, I think that's pretty cool. I think you're probably the first person to call me an influencer. I have like 300 subscribers. I don't. My videos get like 10 views, maybe if I'm lucky. No us. Just you think I am all right. Like I said, I'm just I'm new at all of this. I'm still trying to figure out how to record right on camera, and I'm not even a big social media person. I'll I kind of just started doing this with like live streaming my walks. It's just like I said, this is all very new to me, and I don't know where it's going to take me, but just having the same mindset, it will take a bit, but it will. Yeah, it'll work. I just have to have the same mindset that I have with working out. When I first started going to the gym over 10 years ago, I didn't know what I was doing. I would go to the gym and I would try to copy what a few people were doing, but I didn't know any better. And it's probably going to be the same thing with YouTube. Like, I don't know where it's going to take me or how far it's going to go, but I know I have to be consistent if I want it to work. Just showing up every day and just trying to talk to people and, trying to connect with people on a real personal level. Because this is what I would do when I worked at my old job at the bank. So many people were so sad when they found out that I was leaving. But that was because I actually, reached people and actually spoke to people. I didn't just see them as customers. And I don't want to just see the people that I train as customers. I want to see them as actual. Oh, when my live stream end? Pretty soon, because I've already walked 1.5 miles. I've hit my goal, and probably like another 2 minutes. I'm walking to my car right now, so I'm gonna get off pretty soon. Maybe in like the next 3 minutes. Like I said, I've hit my goal, and I need to get back to my house and start cooking and getting ready for bed. And I have a video that I need to edit. So yeah, I'm gonna come off of here pretty soon. But thank you for stopping in, Eileen, and thank you for the likes and answering the questions and everything. Like I do appreciate it, and I can try to do that for you. Um, it's a little tough. Usually, I have like a client that I'll train like around 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. For me, oh yeah, I will. I'll enjoy the rest of my day, and you do too. You too. Yeah, yeah, I'm almost at my car right now. So I've been live streaming for about 50 minutes, almost an hour. So yeah, like I'll see you around later. I'll be here. I'm pretty sure that you if you did subscribe, thank you, and you'll get the notification the next time I live stream. I could try to do it around 6 a.m. in the morning for you if I can. But I'll be here. I'll let you know, and then you could always comment on one of my videos or try to contact me directly. Yeah. So thank you, Eileen, for stopping in. I appreciate it. I'm glad I have a new person to talk to here. It's really nice. So I appreciate it. Yeah. There you go. All right. See you tomorrow. Definitely. All right. Bye, Eileen. See ya. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your night. Cool. And then, yeah, my car's right here. So, yeah. Yeah. There you go. There's it's my car. All right. Yeah. So, all right. Here we go. All right, guys. Thank you for stopping in. All right. Bye.